Hey, it's Rick back from Pajama Crafter Stamps today, and we're going to make a cute underwater scene card because we have some cute underwater stamp sets. I'm going to be using the Happy Flappy. I did pull out the krill, but I ended up not using it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm taking a piece of copy paper and I'm cutting out a heel shape with just some paper snips. I'm going to tape it down to my mat. And I'm going to come in with some Distress Oxide inks. This is Uncharted Mariner. And I'm going to start with my darkest color right over that mask. And then I'm going to come in with Salty Ocean right over there and blend those two together to create the water in my underwater scene. This is a super easy way to do this. Then we're going to come in with our lightest color, which is Tumbled Glass. I'm going to come right over the top and blend that into the darker mid-tone color. And then we're just going to blend those two together real easily. You can also flip some water on this to make it even blend a little easier if you wanted to. We're going to do a little something different. I'm going to take a little shimmery watercolor, and I had already prepped that. And I didn't have enough water in it, so I had to go back and add some more water so I could get some nice water droplets. This is going to act as a little texture. Plus, it's going to add a little shimmer to the card and make it look more like water. So you just want to flip that off on your finger or acrylic block or something. Just a very small paintbrush. We're just going to flip those little dots. We don't need anything super big. So I'm going to flip those off. I'm going to dry that. And then I'm going to be able to remove my mask and come in and do my sand. So I'm coming in with some, this is antique linen. I'm going to come right up to the edge, right just as close as I can get without going too far over. It doesn't matter if you go over a little bit because in the water, if you notice in photos, there's that little distance of greenish color in the background. That's because of the sand. So I've got all that ink blended. I'm going to come in and do my sentiment now, and I'm going to stamp the "You're a Ray of Sunshine" on the front. I'm going to use just some black ink for that. So I'm going to stamp that twice to get a nice, good impression. And then I'm going to bring in my other pieces of my card. I've got some pattern paper from my stash that was an underwater theme. And I'm going to put one piece on that's card front size. It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I lie. It's 4 by 5 1/4. And then I've got another piece here that's slightly larger. There's some bubbles. I'm going to add that in to the outside to add a little bit more to it. I'm going to bring in my card base, which is a craft color cardstock. I'm going to put my inside sentiment on and the other little shark from the set. I was trying to decide where I wanted to put it. I ended up deciding I liked it down at the bottom. So I'm going to stamp this in brush corduroy, which is the same darker brown color we used on the front. It's oxide inks are great to stamp with, so there's that. So I'm just going to stamp that a couple times. I think I ended up stamping it 3 times, so I got it nice and dark. And I'm going to dry that a little bit with my heat tool so that I can make sure it's nice and dry, because you don't want the imprint on the other side of the card. So now that that's done, we can add our underwater panel to the front of our card. And I'm just going to glue that down, leave it a nice little border. I think that was 3 3/4 by 5. And then I'm going to take my tiger shark and I'm going to put him over by the sentiment as I drop it. I had already stamped and pre-colored these when I was testing color for to match my paper. So I had already had that done. I'm going to pop these up, my little stingray up on some foam adhesive and add a little liquid glue behind that. I didn't even bother about the tail because that way I didn't have to worry about it. I'm going to add some sequins. I thought about using the Boyfriend Blue, but I ended up using the Arctic Blue rhinestones from Pajama Crafter Stamps. So I'm just going to sprinkle these around. I do end up changing some of the placement, but I'm going to go ahead and add a little liquid glue and pop that down. I'm going to add one over there. Say I moved that one. We're going to move this one over here. I liked them better down by the sentiment. This one I'm going to pop right over there. And this one I'm going to pop right down there. And that is going to finish my card off. I hope there's a look at the inside. And here's a closer look at the card. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys. Love you. Stay crafty.